In a bar somewhere in New Mexico, you've paid the $3 cover charge to hear some band that you've never heard of. You're drinking your beer and you're ready for the music, when out on the stage pops one of the hottest musicians in America. That's exactly what happened Wednesday night in Clovis, New Mexico. Garth Brooks shocked just about everybody when he and his band staged a surprise performance. This video was shot after the concert when Brooks spent something like 2 hours signing autographs. The people at the bar, called the Clovis City Limits, say that the Brooks people were among the nicest and friendliest they've ever met. It was a complete surprise to everyone, including the people from KSEL Radio, who happened to be on hand for a live broadcast of the band that everybody thought was going to be there. A band which turned out to be a fictitious band by the name of Yukon Jack. Well, joining us now from Portales, New Mexico, are Steve Richie and Cheryl Ray of KSEL Radio. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, I've got to ask you, I saw this video. Are you still absolutely certain this was Garth Brooks? You know, Elvis still makes appearances in this country. Are you positive this was Garth Brooks?
Listen, if this is not Garth Brooks, then I'm not Steve Richie, because I promise you this is Garth Brooks in the flesh, alive and well and having a lot of fun in Clovis, New Mexico.
Now, did you have any idea that something like this was going to happen?
Well, we had an idea that something, we didn't feel like it was going to be this big, but something big was going to happen.
I've got to know, this is what I'm just dying to hear. Cheryl, give me some idea of what your reaction was when this band that you thought of, Yukon Jack, goes on the stage. I mean, did you realize who it was at first?
I was more than shocked. Steve called me at home and said, "You'll never believe who's down here at Clovis City Limits, and if you want to see Garth Brooks, I'd suggest you get down here," and it's probably the fastest I'd ever traveled to Clovis.
Well, how did Steve know so quickly? How did Steve recognize him so quickly?
The sound crew arrived, and they started bringing in all of this equipment, more equipment than usual for a club act, like $25,000, $30,000 soundboards just for the monitors beside the stage. And I made the comment to Bill Smith and to Scotty, the manager up there, that I said, something's wrong here. I said, this is too much equipment for a club this size. So I got to talking to one of the,
Yeah, I'm just curious though, how did the audience react? When they went out there, did everyone recognize him at first? I mean, was it like a slow reaction, then all of a sudden, my God, that's Garth Brooks?
When he hit the stage, they introduced him as Yukon Jack on stage, and when he hit the stage, there was a dead silence. You could have dropped a pin in the club for about 30 seconds, and everyone that was scattered out throughout the club converged toward the stage, and then everything broke loose, and everybody was scrambling for telephones and just screaming and yelling, and the party was on.
Now, Cheryl, I'm really curious. I have been to Clovis, New Mexico, and I know it is not a town that you just happen to stop in. You have to know where it is. How did Garth Brooks end up there? Why do you think he picked Clovis, New Mexico?
Well, I've heard that he wanted to get back to one of his band members' roots, where one of his band members had grown up, and it was kind of a halfway point between L.A. and where he was coming from, and they happened to know about Clovis City Limits, and so that's where they happened to come.
How do you feel after this, that he picked your town when you were doing this show? I mean, what is your reaction after something like this happens?
It was amazing. You just amazed that somebody that popular, that famous would come to a town like Clovis, New Mexico. It's amazing.
You know, as many as his shows, as a matter of fact, all of his shows are sold out. And we here at the radio station have promoted him, you know, had to buy tickets to give away on the air because their management company, you know, would not allow within a 100-mile radius of wherever he was playing, you know, to give away tickets. As a matter of fact, we couldn't even buy tickets. And I think the point that he was trying to make by doing this was he loves to play to small crowds, and he would like to see a little bit smaller crowd enjoy themselves than 15, 20, 30,000 people in one big auditorium. It was just something different for him, and he wanted to relax, and that was his way of relaxing.
Well, thank you very much, Steve and Cheryl. I mean, $3 ticket to get to see Garth Garth Brooks. They're both with KSEL Radio in Clovis, New Mexico. Thank you very much for being with us this morning. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Such a deal, $3. Anything like that ever happen to you? You go somewhere and some superstar is there performing?
No, not at all. And I have to tell you, Clovis is a really nice town.
Were you on a tour of Walmart's or something? Is that why you were in Clovis?
No, actually, I was doing 48 hours there, but you had to fly into Dallas, you had to fly to another town, then you had to drive an hour to Clovis. So it just is really a really special thing for these people that he would pick this bar and go to that town.
Very nice. $3. Gosh.
No, that's the best part. What a bargain.
We're back after a break. This is CBS News, Up to the Minute.